Hey, people. Did you get the joke? Anyways, okay. Enough of the bits. We're not playing today. Welcome back to my podcast. I'm not playing any games today. This is going to be dead serious the whole time. I promise. Dead serious the whole time. Yeah, like just super serious. Anyways, we hit 50 subs. 50 subs. Do you know how crazy that is to me? Because it's so hard to get subscribers on YouTube, and it's crazy. I've been doing this, I don't even know how long, 8 months maybe, but that is just crazy. I cannot believe that we're at 50 already. I remember hitting 25 and I was like, but now we're at 50, and 50 is basically 100 because that's half of 100. I only have to do this for 8 more months and then we'll be at 100. You get what I'm saying? Thank you guys so much for all the support and watching my videos and watching my shorts and all my content on every platform. It is so cool, and I say this shit every video, but it's just extra special today because we hit 50 subs, and I'm just I'm just so excited to keep on growing this. And I literally say this every single time that I come in front of this damn camera, but I appreciate it so much, and I just think that it's insane that this is real. This is real life. I am just it's wow. Hey, people. You know what I mean? That's how I feel. Coming on here and just being myself. I feel like Shawn Mendes when he had his debut and everyone knew that he was a homosexual and he was bald-headed. That's exactly how I feel. I feel like a wet is it a chinchilla? The ones that aren't supposed to get wet. I feel like a chinchilla that got wet and is in front of a camera right now. I feel very nervous, and I am just wow. And you want to know something else? Today, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be giving one of the viewers of this podcast some advice. We're going to do this together, and I have the email printed out that I got sent, and I have the email outlined. So we're going to go over that right now, and then we're going to give this person, this very special person, thank you for being my first person to ask for advice. You're extra special, and I appreciate that so much, and it's going to be just such a good time. I'm sorry for your situation that you're going through, but we're going to work it out right now. We're going to work it out, and we're going to give you some solid advice because I am just a professional advice giver. But like many others, I cannot take my own advice either. Where did I put those damn papers? Hold on. Okay, here are the papers. So I'm going to start by, wow, there's fully something on my sock. I'm going to start by reading you guys the first email. Well, the actual email. I'm going to start by reading the actual email, and then we're going to go over to my outlined version to kind of pick it apart and just help us get to the bottom of what's going on. So, this submission comes from the one and the only Q. They identify themselves as Q. And there are 3 characters in this story. There are Q, there's Z, and there's also E. To make this easier, I'm going to call Q is just going to be Q. E is going to be Emma, and Z is going to be Zane. Okay? Just to make this a little bit easier so I'm not just saying letters and then you have to try to connect them. And then also, before I get into this email, it is a little bit confusing because I think it was maybe they didn't speak English as they weren't that wasn't their first language, but we figured it out. We're going to read through it and then we are going to pick it apart and get to the bottom of this. Okay? Here we go. Hi, I'm Q. So it all began with my friend group. We're composed of 10 people, and one day we knew something was odd with our group, so all of us decided to talk to each other in our group chat. But here's when the drama started. My friend Zane was talking about me and my friend Emma. He was just being honest with us because We are both very moody people, and he told me that I improved my emotional regulation skills. Me and E, except about the moody person part. See, like I said, it's kind of hard to, like, I'm trying to simplify it, like, as I'm reading it, but just once we get to the outline version, it'll make more sense. And Zane also mentioned that Emma got a privilege at the campus. Oh yeah, for context, they're all med students in school. Zane mentioned that Emma got a privilege at the campus, which is true, but Emma didn't want to accept that, and she was furious. She said that, like, she never used her privileges, and like she was basically saying that, like, okay, so it seems like Zane was telling Emma that she was, like, privileged in a sense, and then she kind of retaliated and was like, I don't use this privilege. Like, let's compare it to, like, the modern day. Like, people with white privilege will claim that they don't have white privilege, and it's, like, inherently kind of racist. Like, basically, maybe Zane was jealous of Emma, or something was going on. But then Emma ended up telling her brother and sister that Zane and Q were bullying her with, like, harsh words. And then Emma's brother and sister called Q. And then Q and Zane were saying sorry to Emma in the group chat for using harsh words and bullying her, even though it seems like they didn't do that. But that's what happened. They started apologizing to Emma, and then Emma told her brother, who is a senior in school, and seniors are, like, number one, and, like, they can't be fucked with, apparently, in this dynamic here. So Emma told her brother, who is a senior, everything that happened in their group chat. And then they removed Emma from the group chat, and then Emma started posting to her Instagram crying, and then they had to meet up with Emma's brother on Tuesday, who is the senior, so I can imagine it would be, like, intimidating. And then Q was saying that it's really childish because they had, like, an internal conflict in their friend group, and Emma went and was telling her brother and, like, posting all about it on socials and stuff like that. And then Q was kind of saying, like, from this story, I can tell that I don't want to be a friend with someone who never felt wrong at all. And just like that, we know she is a problem. She is just evil. All of us in the group chat were telling each other, like, everyone in their group chat were telling each other, like, where they went wrong, like, and apologizing to each other, because that's how you stay friends, you know? That's how you stay friends with people. You admit to things and you apologize. It says in all caps, we do it so our group can be friends until we become doctors. But what? She can't accept the fact that she is wrong too, and why would she be mad if she had the privilege? She can just reply to Zane that, thanks for the advice, Zane. Instead, she decided to share our internal problem to her sister and brother, which are our seniors in here, and seniors are never wrong. I'm so upset because we had to deal with a person like this. Med school is hard, and it's getting harder because I met a person like that. FYI, we are all med students. That's all. Thank you so much. If you post this, please don't show my Gmail account because they will probably know it's me. Thank you so much, Q. So what are our main takeaways from this? So what I interpret is that Q and Emma and Z, okay, they're all in a friend group. They're all med students. Emma has siblings who are seniors in med school. Seniors in med school, untouchable. It's been clarified in this text multiple times, okay? Seniors, you cannot fuck with seniors. Her brother and sister, Emma's brother and sister, are seniors. And they are, what, like sophomores or something? Did she say that? I don't know. But okay. Q, Emma, and Zane are all in med school. They're trying to graduate med school. They're in a friend group, and Zane tried communicating something to Emma and Q. Q took it nicely. Emma took it completely wrong and told her brother and sister and was crying on the internet about it because she didn't want to admit that she had a privilege and that she was a very moody person. Excuse me. Okay, now we're going to go to the outline version now that we've read all of that, and we're going to get to the bottom of this. Wait a second. The friend group is composed of 10 people. Okay, the friend group is composed of 10 people, but the people with this drama were Zane, Q, and Emma. Because they were trying to work through something in their group chat. Okay. Extra, read all about it. Okay. So in this group chat, you guys were all trying to admit where you were wrong and like kind of just fix the dynamic between all 10 of you. But then Zane said that you guys were moody. Zane told Q that that they had improved their emotional regulation skills and that they were doing better. However, they did not tell Emma the same thing. They just told Emma that, hey, you are a kind of moody person. And maybe they were like, hey, I think that you've been really moody recently, and I think it would be beneficial to everyone if you kind of like took a deep breath before you start talking, like think before you speak, okay? And I don't think that sounds malicious at all. I don't think that there was anything wrong with that. I think they were right to say that. I don't know the entire situation, but from what I know, I think that was perfectly fine of Zane to call you guys out for that, because maybe you are kind of moody. I can imagine that Q and Emma did not exactly enjoy being called moody, because if you call me moody first of all, that's like rude. Second though, if you call me moody and I am moody in the moment, don't ever think that you're going to speak to me again. So I can maybe understand Emma, but if you're saying that Emma's already a moody person and you're calling her moody, I think that she probably was going to take that wrong no matter at what point she was going to like hear that information come out of your mouth. Z said that E had a privilege on campus and that it affects group dynamics. And E did not like that, Emma didn't like that, got defensive. I think that, like, okay, I don't have privileges. Like, I just don't have privileges. Like, why? I don't know why I would have a privilege. But think about that. Okay, if I had, like, a shit ton of money and, like, some broke person was talking to me, telling me that I had a privilege, I would probably be like, well, if I was arrogant, I would probably be like, I'm not rich. I don't have anything. Actually, that's humble, right? I'd be like, yeah, I'm fucking rich. Fuck you. Wait, I'm not even conveying my point. Hold on. Okay. If I was super rich and I didn't want to admit that I was rich, and then a homeless person came up to me and started talking to me, I'd be like, no, I'm literally not rich. Like, I'm not rich. That's like you're a billionaire and a homeless person asking for food and you don't buy them food. But my point is that if you have a privilege, it's okay to admit that you have a privilege. Like, you don't have to lie about that, because if it's true, then it's probably like very crystal clear that you do. So lying about that makes you just look like a piece of shit. And it's like insensitive, I think. But I'm also speaking about this like being a person who has never had like a privilege in their life. I'm like below middle class girl. I work in a grocery store. I'm a triple minority. Like, I'm gay, I'm gay, I'm a woman, I'm Hispanic. Like, you don't want to come sit on this bus with me. You don't. Okay. But then, okay, everyone apologized to Emma, okay? Zayn and Q apologized to Emma, thinking, like, hey, maybe I went a little too far. First of all, I don't think you went too far, Zayn. If you're watching this, if you show Zayn this video, you're not in the wrong, bro. Or girl. Or thirl. I don't think you're in the wrong. I think it's perfectly fine to call people out for, like, being rude, or like just being in a mood, or like maybe you were even trying to ask like what was wrong, or like if something was wrong with Emma, which, I mean, it seems like there's something happening here. But anyways, everyone apologized, and then she was removed from the group chat, to my understanding. And then she starts crying on her Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook, whatever. It doesn't literally matter. But you're showing possibly hundreds of people that you had a falling out with your friend group and playing the victim when you are not the victim. My queen. Find a chair and sit your ass down in it. Get a notebook. Okay. This is going to be the course of action for my friend Emma. What I want you to do, queen, I want you to go buy a journal at, like, anywhere you can get a journal, wherever you are. Literally, you can probably go to, like, a corner store and find a journal. Grab a journal, get your ass home, sit in a damn chair at a desk, sit in a damn chair, get a pen, and start writing in that journal. Just start writing in that journal and try to reflect on why you would bring an internal conflict of a group chat into the public and to your siblings who are seniors. And I understand maybe you wanted a friend to talk to, but that is not something to go public about, knowing damn well that it's your fault. Like, it seems like it's completely your fault in this. Because you are the one who lashed out on everyone. Everyone tried apologizing to you, and you still went on a rampage. I can understand that, though, because I am a crash out, like a bad crash out. But I don't know. I think there was a different way to do this. Like, talking to maybe another friend that was in this friend group that was not Zayn or Q, maybe could have helped. Or journaling, again, is good for things like this, because then you could write it down when you're super emotional, come back, read it, and really pick through it, and then, like, just reflect on what happened, and maybe then you'll realize that you were in the wrong or that you were in the right. Like, I'm not trying to drag you down, Emma. For all I know, you could be the queeniest queen and they could be in the wrong, but this all just sounds all wrong, like, and all bad. Like, it doesn't sound like this was very thought out by Emma, in my opinion. Yeah, going to your brother and sister. I understand going to your brother and sister. Family is important, community is important within a family. I believe that is true, but they are seniors, and you're kind of coming to them with a problem that doesn't really sound like such a huge problem. And you're giving everyone in this friend group such a bad look, I feel like. And I don't think that that's fair to them. I really don't think that's fair to them. Because they tried apologizing, man. They tried apologizing, and they tried to make things better. And it just, what the heck's going on? Maybe, I'm trying to think, maybe the privilege is that she has siblings that are seniors in the med school. So, like, maybe her siblings are, like, graduated from med school and they know all the teachers and, like, they're cool with, like, all their professors and stuff. And that's why Emma has privilege, because, like, her siblings had graduated, or her siblings are, like seniors, like in med school. But I don't, okay, if that is the privilege that they're talking about, I don't see how Emma could be like, no, I don't, no, I don't. But it also kind of is sounding like if that's the dynamic, it might be like kind of a Nepo baby thing where like you don't want to be told that you have things because of people who came before you. Like, do you think you just fell out of a coconut tree? You exist in the context of all in which you came and what came before you, or whatever Kamala Harris said. You exist only in the context of all of which you came and what came before you. Anyways, Emma, queen, I really want you to journal. And Q, I think, okay, here's course of action for Q. Because we've gone over course of action for Emma. Sit your ass down at a desk and journal. But for Q, I think that if you value the friendship with Emma, I think that you could maybe try talking to her or them and being like, hey, I hope you're doing okay. What you did, I felt like was not reasonable, but if you want to talk about it, let's talk about it. I'm so sorry again, which you don't have to say you're sorry again because I feel like Q didn't do anything. Literally. Like Q literally just took Zayn's criticism and then just apologized to Emma for something that Q didn't even do. But yeah, I think that Q, if you value the friendship with Emma enough, reach out to them and be like, I hope you're okay. What happened shouldn't have happened. I didn't think that you were reasonable, but I think that like we can talk through this and really just get to the bottom of what was really hurting Emma. Like Q, you can try to get to the bottom of what was really hurting Emma, but I think you're right that it might not be worth it to want to be friends with someone who can't even admit where they were wrong, because I don't know, accountability is really important, especially like it seems like you guys are adults. You're in med school. I think you'd have to be at least like 20 maybe to be in med school. I don't really know. I didn't go to med school, but if you guys are adults, you can figure it out. And if if Emma is just continuously like this arrogant, like person who can't be accountable for for their actions, then I don't think that it's fair to you to be in this friendship. I don't think that's fair for any of your 10 friends in the friend group to allow her to be in the friend group. But like people can change, and I think it's important to give people chances. This just seems all very blown out of proportion. Like all it was Zayn was trying to call out Emma for being moody, as well as Q. And then Emma got super mad when a privilege was mentioned of theirs, and I don't know. None of it sounds like fair to any of the rest of the friend group, because the friend group didn't do anything. This is all Emma creating a problem out of something that wasn't even a problem. But yeah, I think Emma needs to go to therapy a little bit. Maybe go, I don't know. If you have any follow-ups to this Q, send me another email. We will go over it again. If you have any more information that has come up since you sent this email, please reach out again. I would be glad to give the podcast a follow-up to this, because I don't know, I thought that was really fun. Did you guys think that was fun? I thought it was really fun, like kind of picking through someone else's life instead of mine all the time. Oh my gosh. What is going on? Why does it keep following me? Okay, guys. Thank you so much for watching this episode. That was my first advice session. I am so happy to do any more in the future. If anyone needs help with literally anything, I will literally make an entire video dedicated to your email. Hopefully we can do more of these in the future. I thought it was really fun. Some updates in my life before I go. Guess what? I'm getting this ugly ass, gross ass cast off tomorrow, and I'm so excited. And then on Friday, the day directly after, I'm going to be going to Arizona for like 5 days. And on the last day, my flight from Arizona has a layover in Vegas. So I'm going to be in Vegas for 10 hours, and we're going to just get up to some shit. And then after that, I come home at like 10 p.m. probably, and I'm just going to go right to bed. But yeah, by the time this is up, I will be in Vegas. I will be in Las Vegas, probably like smoking a lot, drinking a lot, because I'm a legal age to do all of that. I'm going to be smoking a lot and drinking a lot and gambling so much you're not even going to recognize me when I get back. The next video, I'm going to have no cast. I'm going to be so tan, and I'm going to be so rich from all this gambling that I'm about to do in Vegas. Like, hey. Anyways, guys, thank you so much again for 50 subscribers. Thank you so much, Q, for sending in this email and giving us something to talk about today on this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful morning. I hope everyone has a great rest of your week. I love you so much. Thank you so much for 50 subscribers. Let's keep pushing it. Keep doing the best we can every single day in our lives. And I'm feeling really motivational right now because I'm really motivational all the time. And thank you guys so much. Take care of yourself. Drink a lot of water because it's getting really hot. I almost just hit myself in the face with this damn microphone. But I hope everyone has a great rest of their week, and I will see you in the next one. Bye. Wait, I forgot to tell you to like the video, subscribe, and comment down below a emoji of a journal for Emma, please. And don't forget to send me an email for more advice or any topics that you want me to talk about or anything. Love you guys so much. Please subscribe. Please, 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 please. Bye. How does it feel knowing that I hate you? Driving in the car, no passenger. Full of air, but I'm turning blue. They always say don't shoot the messenger. I've been trying to find some peace of mind.